Was melting in Virginia, and I am ready to write. Hi, if you haven't met before, my name's Ines. I write kissing books, and I am writing my next romantasy um, live during writing spurts. If you haven't hung out with me before, um, I sorry, still waking up. In novel writing November, the month of November, instead of writing every day, I plotted this novel out every day. So if you were to go onto my Substack, you would see my process of how I plotted this story out every single day. And I give instructions because I like to explain things um, on how I did it, what I came up with, and then the final outline is there. I think the final outline is there. All the pieces are there. I might not have like put a last, like, here are all the pieces together. I'll go check that out. But I am getting into this novel. I wrote the prologue earlier this week. This is about a dragon shifter who he's an immortal. He met his fated mate in her past lifetime, but it was when she was old and frail and dying. He had one perfect day with her before she died. And then he knew she was going to be reincarnated. And centuries later, she is reincarnated. He goes to her on the night that she's born. She is a frail child, frail infant, and she's not going to last through the night by his estimation. So he abandons her, thinking that she's going to die that night. Spoiler alert, she does not die that night, and she grows up and she is seeking revenge on this man, dragon shifter, who was supposed to love her unconditionally, but he abandoned her to a pretty harsh life. So that was the first chapters when we see him, the prologue, when we see him, he sees her. You don't get a lot of the backstory. You just know that this man has a connection to this baby, and he's disappointed, disgusted, and he flies away. Next chapter, we see her, we get her, and we introduce her ordinary world, and we get hints at who she is. She grew up, she has a deformity, but she is the smartest person in the room, and you can tell she's scheming, but you're not sure what she's scheming about. So that's what I wrote the other day, and then yesterday I wrote her getting more information, because this starts as a heist. There's going to be a couple of heists in this is going to be a duology as I'm planning it, and there's going to be a couple of heists. So she starts to get information. Today I'm writing the gathering the team. I'm writing the gathering of the team today. Good morning, everybody who is joining. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. But my heroine is about to gather her team together and start to formulate a plan, and you're going to see that she is the boss. She's the smartest person in the room. Everyone looks to her for the plan, because her intellect, even if her body is not at pristine physical form, her intellect is the best in the business, and she is preparing to steal something from this dragon. So that's what I'm about to write today. And thank you guys over on TikTok for giving me rewards. That's really lovely. I'm still trying to figure out the clock app. I don't really understand it. Anyway, whenever I write, I keep a bullet journal, and I don't write by word count. I write by what's the scene purpose, because I'm trying to get all the bones of the scene there. And just writing words, that doesn't really help me. So I know that I need to start with the scene purpose. And the scene that I'm writing today is the team gets assembled. Avengers assembled. So the purpose of this scene is that you're going to meet all the team members. The goal, the point of view character's goal is she's trying to steal something from this dragon. The motivation is revenge. I'm still working out the conflict, and I'm still working out the twist. So I do scene purpose, goal, motivation, conflict, and then the twist, which is kind of like a chapter cliffhanger to get you to reading the next, to turning the page to read the next chapter. I haven't figured that out yet. I know the information that she needs to get. She knows how the place is guarded. She knows that it's warded. This is a romantasy, so it's a magical heist. And she knows that the dragon is not going to be there yet. She doesn't want him there because she wants to steal this thing before he gets there so that she can start her revenge. The twist is that, well, the twist of the heist is that the dragon is going to come, but we're not at the heist yet. We're just meeting these new people. So we are going to do one, maybe two 25-minute sprints, because I kind of don't know what I'm doing. But that has never stopped me. So I'm going to start with a 25-minute sprint. I'm going to turn on the Coffitivity app because I cannot write in silence. Silence makes me think someone is up to no good. So I'm going to turn on the Coffitivity app and I am going to start that. If you guys are riding with me, awesome. If you're not, if you're just hanging out and you're just being nosy, that's cool too. I don't mind. I don't talk to you guys as I'm writing, but I do sometimes talk to myself as I'm writing. So that might happen. But we are gonna get started with a 25-minute sprint. Let's go. And tea. Tea makes the writer brain. It's the fuel. It's supposed to be mint, but it tastes mostly like agave. All right, Ines, what are we doing? It's all under control, guys. Nobody gets scared. Chapter 3. I need to remember the names of my characters. Okay, and I also need to remember who is who. Wait, who is who? That would be funny. I can absolutely change his name if I want to. Oh, I like that better. I'm changing a character's name. His name was Marwan. I just changed it to Marwan, and everyone's gonna call him Mary, but he is my grumpy. And he has a sunshine lover. Mary is the grumpy. And Luca is the sunshine. Okay. Huh. I switched it. Okay. I switched these two. And you're going to be Marwan. And yeah, because that's funny. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. Maybe I got it. Maybe I don't. We'll see. I got all day. I'm gonna. Where is this taking place? It's gonna take place in a bar.
Names, names, names. Let me just write them here. No, actually, I don't write them.
Yeah, I should totally do that. I should totally do that. I'm having trouble remembering these characters' names. I'm just getting to meet them now. Wait, where did I put them? No, I wrote that out. There we go. Okay. Oh wait, so no, what I was doing, I'm saying add the gun. Okay. Um, Luca. Hey guys, if you're just joining, good morning. Happy Saturday. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. I'm working on my latest romantasy novel. I'm drafting it. I'm in it. We're in a 25 minute sprint. We've got about 10 minutes left. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the chat while I'm writing, but good morning. Good morning. It's nice to see you guys. I hope you hang out with me and you're getting some work done too. I'm struggling a little bit through this scene, but it's just because it's early morning. My brain is like, you want me to work? Yes, brain, I want you to work.
know why you're here.
Whoa.
There's something about the gentle rise and fall of idle chatter, the quiet clink of coffee mugs.
Okay, Coffitivity, if you're
and
gonna do that, we're gonna leave you. That was weird. Okay. I got good stuff. I got a lot of good stuff. I think I'm halfway through this chapter. This is when the team is being assembled. And I'm a big believer that you can't, I think it's really hard when you take, when you're at the beginning of the book and you just try to dump a lot of world building and you crowd the stage with a whole bunch of people. So I try really hard not to do that. And I think I'm doing a good job. I'm trying to very slowly introduce this crew. I'm trying to very subtly introduce the world, and I think I'm doing that. I'm also, I think another really great thing that we get to do as authors and writers is that as we're telling stories, one of the things that I believe that makes people, readers and viewers, lean forward is when we start to ask questions and don't answer them immediately. So I'm very conscious of doing little asks or making little statements, which will make a reader say, wait, what? And that makes them read a little bit more, read a little bit further. But unlike the television show Lost, I eventually answer all of my questions. So I did that as well. I've introduced all but one um, team member, and I'm about to do that, and I'm about to do it while also showing what that team member's skill is, because he is like the locksmith, but this is magic, so it's wards that he's going to break. And I showed one of the characters putting a ward on the door, and he's about to break in easily, and that's going to be his show of power, which will also add to world building and show what he can do. So that's what I'm about to do. I talk about taking a 5-minute break. I'm not going to take a 5-minute break. None of you have any burning questions. Again, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I'm writing my next romantasy live. I thought it would be fun to do it live. If you are interested to finding out more about this book, I wrote it. I plotted the whole thing on my Substack. So if you were just to look for Ines Johnson there, you would find the whole plotting method that I did. Okay, I think I can finish this chapter in one more go. We'll see. I have all day though, so it doesn't matter. I don't usually write on Saturday. Saturday, I'm planning. It's cold outside. It snowed yesterday. I'm in Virginia, and I'm gonna sit on the couch and watch television and read books all day. That is my gift to myself because I worked hard this week, and my reward is writing a chapter and then watching television and reading my book. Let's do another 25 minutes and I think I can be done. So if you're writing with me, awesome. And I'm realizing that I thought this looks big to me, but I'm realizing y'all can't really see that little timer. But I like it. I think it's cute. I wonder if I can put it here. Oh, my computer isn't magnetic. Are y'all laughing at me? That's okay. All right, now playtime's over. I'm gonna finish this chapter. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, let's do it this way. What are they stealing again? The tablet of destiny. No. Treacherous. How do you spell this word? Oh, it's the CH. Oh my god, I can spell. Is that right? Oh my god. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. Calm down. Wasn't paying attention. Let's see. Um, okay, we've just given ourselves a new problem to solve. Wait, I had a whole list. Where's my whole list? Okay, so it's gosh, time is going so fast. Okay. Oh, that scared me. Did someone give me something? Good morning, everyone. Loud noises startle writers. Good morning, though. First draft doesn't have to be perfect. It's first draft, it doesn't have to be perfect. How much time? Oh, 14 seconds. Good. Okay. I think I timed that quite perfectly. Timer's about to go off. I got to the end of the chapter. As usual, I'm not happy with the last line. That happens to me so often. Whew. But I think this is a really good first draft of a chapter. It is by no means perfect. That is the wrong color. I write in Scrivener, and after and I give my chapters label colors. So my brain likes it. Good morning, guys. I am about to hop off of here because I am done writing. Thank you guys for hanging out with me though as I write this. So what I came up with. So this is the fourth chapter. It's chapter 3 because I have a prologue, but it is the fourth chapter that I've drafted in this new dragon romantasy that I outlined over on my Substack. And I'm doing something that I haven't done before. I usually alternate POVs between the hero and the heroine, but I'm not doing that this time. And it's really interesting to me and exciting. So I started with the hero who rejects his fated mate the day she's born. And then I'm in the heroine's point of view as she is planning her revenge tour, her revenge heist to steal something that will take him down, to steal something from him, from his lair that will take him down. What I wrote today was because this is a heist, this is going to be a magical heist. I introduced the hero in the prologue. I introduced the heroine in the first proper chapter after the prologue. And then she had to gather the information that she needed, and you could start to see her intelligence, even though she has a deformity. You can start to see her intelligence as she's going about gathering this information while no one is suspecting that she is anything other than this deformed girl, this deformed grown woman. So that I wrote that chapter that was introducing her, that was gathering the information. Today I gathered the team. So I was trying to do this slow because I had to also deal with a lot of world building in this story as well. And I hate an info dump. I will walk away from a book that just info dumps because it's just too much. It's too much. So I was very slowly revealing the pieces of this world, and I also slowly revealed the team, and I showed what each of them can do. So one of my team members is going to be the brawn, and he's the bouncer in the setting that the story is taking place in. It's in a bar. Another of the teammates is a locksmith, a wardsmith, really. And as they were starting to have their meeting, one of the people locked the doors, and then halfway through the conversation, this person unlocks the doors from the outside and comes in. So I showed, rather than told you, that this is the wordsmith because he did his job. There's a spy master. It's a woman, and she pretends that she is demure and delicate. She's a bit of a seductress, and she basically gets these guys to spill all the stories, as she's just all the information that they need, as she's just having a conversation with them, and they're enamored with her. Then you have my heroine, who I just started to show you how smart she is, because she's talking about this plan that she's devised in order to steal this thing from the dragon. So I showed everyone's talents instead of just saying, she's the locksmith, she's the brawn, and so forth and so on. So I'm really proud of how I did that. I don't like how I ended this chapter, but I never like how I end chapters in first draft, so that's fine. I am going to, and I also make myself some new problems that I'm gonna have to solve, which is fine. That's how we work. I am going to, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm done for the day. I don't have to know what I'm gonna do because I'm done for the day, and I'm gonna let my brain mull over this. I'm probably, definitely taking Sunday off. I do believe in rest. And because I'm so eager and so excited to write more, that's a really good sign. So I don't want to mess with that. So I'm going to take Sunday off. I'm allowed to continue to plot. Even though I've made the outline of this story, I make the outline, then I kind of set it aside, and I just start to go with the feel of the story. Anyway, that feels good. That feels really good. So I'm going to take Sunday off. I'll be back here on Monday at 7 a.m. across all these channels, writing one chapter a day in 1 to 2 25-minute sprints. I'm just doing the first draft. The words are not perfect. I'm going back in and I'm adding little notes. I write in Scrivener, so I'm adding little notes in saying you should consider adding this to this chapter. I'm not actually going to go in and add it because that's gonna slow me down. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I am going to go play in my bullet journal. I'm gonna read a book. I'm gonna watch some TV, and I'm gonna refill the well. I strongly believe in refilling the well after you start doing your work. So I did a lot of work this week, and I'm going to refill my well by reading, by watching some good movies and television, and maybe some TikTok reviews. I love TikTok book reviews. Gonna get myself, I don't know if I'm gonna cook today. I'm gonna get myself something good to eat and just treat myself. That's what I'm gonna do. Thank you guys again for hanging out with me. I'm going to methodically go and turn off the lives, but please come back and join me on Monday when I will be back writing some more. Thanks, guys. Give me a second to find all the off buttons. Bye, everybody. Thank you for hanging out, everybody who joined. Thank you so much. This TikTok is so annoying. I'm gonna end my live. Thank you, friends, for hanging out with me on Substack. I appreciate you all. And end.